What happened in the seconds before he fell to his knees? The messenger's voice had barely faded when the silence began to swell. Not an ordinary silence, but the kind that expands, filling every corner of the room until even the air seems afraid to move. Thranduil did not speak at first. He simply stood there, one hand resting on the carved arm of his chair, the other hanging uselessly at his side, as if it no longer belonged to him. His eyes remained fixed ahead, unblinking, not because he didn't understand, but because he understood too well. His breath caught once, just once, a small, sharp intake that almost no one noticed. Almost. For those closest to him saw the faintest tremor in his fingers, the slightest tightening of his jaw, the subtle way his shoulders drew inward as though bracing for a blow that had already landed. He swallowed, a slow, deliberate motion, as if the truth had lodged itself in his throat and he could not decide whether to accept it or refuse it. The messenger bowed his head in grief, but Thranduil did not look at him. His gaze had shifted first to the floor, then to his own hands. Hands that had once brushed her cheek, braided her hair, lifted her into summer's light. He flexed them now, as though searching for the echo of that memory, as though trying to feel something other than the numbness spreading through him. A faint ache began in his chest, slow, insistent, like a root pushing through stone. He didn't call for his guards. He didn't order the messenger dismissed. He didn't even sigh. He simply turned away, not abruptly, not dramatically, but with the quiet, heavy motion of a man carrying centuries of love and realizing in a single, indescribable instant that he must now carry the weight of loss as well. His crown loosened on his brow. He reached up, not in ceremony, but with trembling fingers that betrayed the depth of pain he refused to show. He removed it gently, as though setting aside the last piece of who he was expected to be. Without a word, he walked out of the hall, down empty corridors, through fading shafts of winter light, past guards who stepped aside. His crown loosened on his brow. He reached up, not in ceremony, but with trembling fingers that betrayed the depth of pain he refused to show. He removed it gently, as though setting aside the last piece of who he was expected to be. Without a word, he walked out of the hall, down empty corridors, through fading shafts of winter light, past guards who stepped aside and dared not meet his eyes. Each step felt heavier, as though the very ground pulled him downward, urging him toward the only place where he could finally break. And as he reached the forest's edge, standing beneath the first arch of leafless branches, his breath, for the first time, the quiet, fractured sound that marked the moment right before his knees finally gave way.